in our field, all of them battling it out for so much on the line. Everybody is tied in the lead.
It's hard for me to really describe to you guys like what it feels to finally have an opportunity to compete on this stage.
All you can do in fishing is control the controllable and, you know, just ride with the waves, I guess.
2 minutes away from officially kicking off the FXR Pro Fish Bassmaster Elite.
The highs and the lows and everything, like this is what it was all for right here.
Losing makes me want to hurt myself.
Every day that I've spent on the water since I was old enough to walk has prepared me for this moment right now.
Oh no! Oh no! As soon as the thought that you're going to lose this week enters your head, you're going to lose. When Mercer announces my name at takeoff, there's going to be quite a few emotions running through my head.
Series rookie Easton Fothergill.
I was always like a kid that just loved to fish, man.
He's an Elite Series rookie, made over $1 million.
I never dreamed, honestly, as a kid, that I would ever have the path or the avenue to be here, but
From Texas, Dakota.
where there's a will, there's a way, I guess. That's 3.5 pounds, huh? A good one.
I made it, man. It's pretty insane. My name's Easton Fothergill, and this is my rookie year on the Bassmaster Elite Series.
My name is Dakota Ebare, and I'm a Bassmaster Elite Series angler.
Hey.
We are in Palatka, Florida at the St. Johns River. It's one of the longest rivers in Florida. It actually flows north. It's got a lot of history here. It's a beautiful place, and really excited to be here for my first Elite Series event.
The experience been so far? The experience so far has been unbelievable. Feeling clueless.
We are 1 minute away from officially kicking off.
Easton said that he looks up to you. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, man, that's kind of, because I literally look up to him. He's like 7 foot tall.
Palomar, if it snaps at all.
It's really cool talking to him because I know how successful he's been and how he thinks and stuff. And I think he's a great kid, great guy, and looking forward to traveling with him, looking forward to learning some stuff from him. Yeah, this year is going to be uniquely different. I've met someone that I really enjoy being with. I love you. Have a good day. Oh, God. You know, Shelby is just awesome to have around. She's made me a better person, truthfully. It's a little Red Bull. It's a one-hitter.
And that is a large Celsius.
And it's made me more successful, both on and off the water. If she don't kill me in the morning, it's going to be great.
Shelby seeing other people, or she's exclusive to you, or you guys, what? Go ahead.
Is that her laughing in the background? And so it's really, really special to be able to travel with her now and enjoy this experience with her, as well as have my mom come to some of these events and other family members and stuff I'm looking forward to having at some of the Elite Series events this year. And getting to travel with Easton. I mean, this is his first year fishing professionally, but he's a tuned, I would say, athlete in the scheme of fishing.
To start.
Got mad, then he didn't crack that. I don't know when a new map.
So the Bassmaster Elite Series is 4 days of competition. The first 2 days, you'll have the full field of 100 anglers. I think it's 102, something like that. The full field of fish on the first 2 days of competition. On day 3, there'll be a cut, and only the top 50 anglers will fish. And then on day 4, on Sundays, there'll be championship Sunday. Only the top 10 anglers will fish. And then it's a cumulative weight throughout all 4 days. And so, you know, you've really got to come out the gate strong or end up figuring out a way to make one heck of a comeback if you want to keep going throughout the event. Like, you have to make it through each different round, essentially, to make it to Championship Sunday and have an opportunity to win. He just got off that
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive.
It never fails. Like, you think of Florida and you think of flip-flops, sunshine, warm weather, think of Florida tournaments. It never is. Every time we open the season in Florida, just like last year at Okeechobee, it ends up being 6 layers of clothes, which you're not prepared for. So you're putting on everything you got in the suitcase, and you're trying to stay warm, and you're just trying to catch a bass.
Good morning. Good, how are you? Easton. Nice to meet you. What's up, guys? It's day 3 of practice here. As you can see, it's light out. We're a little bit late today. We're at the St. Johns River, and yesterday I got a little bit too adventurous. I went back into a bunch of backwaters and that sort of thing, and right when I got on plane yesterday, I hit something and actually bent my prop shaft. So it's not too bad, but we're headed to the service yard right now, and just to get it fixed up and just to make sure we prevent any issues down the road. So that's what we're doing right now. We'll get that all fixed up, and right after that, we'll get on the water as fast as we can and get back to work. So we'll find something today, but just a little bit of a detour yet this morning. So that's what we're doing right now.
All right, so what we're gonna do this morning is try to cover as much water as we can. We're just grafting around using our Garmin side imaging, and you can see these bass kind of like Tennessee River ledge. They're set up on the bottom. Some of them are set up off the bottom whenever they're up chasing bait and active, but you can still see them here on my side imaging. So we're just idling around, looking at my map, finding all these little shell bars and drop-offs, and really just going through there. We're gonna try to find, like I said, as many schools of fish as we can today, just to have enough to rotate throughout the tournament. You never know, like, I found some good groups of fish, but if I get there and somebody's already there, I gotta have a bunch of them to rotate through, so that's key. So we're gonna try to find as many groups as we can today, especially while it's cold right now. The fishing's probably not great right off the rip, with it being as cold as it is. It hasn't dropped a lot, but 4 degrees can be a pretty significant amount for Florida bass, so we'll see.
All right, so we finally got out on the water. We're about to idle down to an area that sets up like what I found yesterday afternoon. Just hoping to expand on that pattern. Hopefully it'll turn into something pretty good. So I'm just gonna run a bunch of wire today. I'm not really worried about catching them. I just wanna find areas that have fish, and my plan is to break it down in the tournament, so.
I really focus this fight. This is really tough. I've worked hard. And
What's next for you? When do you head back to the Philippines?
to the Philippines, back to work.
We have our first bass of the day. There's a big group of them there. I knew these were already there. I mean, I found these yesterday, but I didn't fish them yesterday, but I seen them. So I just want to see if I could get a bite in them, but this is the first bite of the day. But I've honestly been running new water. I've been running new water and just looking for some other stuff. And just haven't found really anything else yet today. Nothing new. But it also was 30-something degrees, and that's not usually a recipe for an easy bite in Florida. They're just not active this morning. Not wanting to cooperate. But if they're not wanting to bite right now, they're probably not going to be wanting to bite on tournament morning either. It's going to be very, very much the same conditions, pretty much. I found one new group just now, and but other than that, man, I ain't found shit.
All right, guys, it's day 3 of practice, the final day. We're practicing for the first Elite Series event of the season on the St. Johns River. First Elite Series event of my career. You know, I'm the rookie this year, so it's been a lot of fun so far. Seeing all my idols, you know, riding around here, trying to compete against them is going to be a really fun time. But in terms of practice, it's been really tough on me. Florida fish hate the cold, and that's what we're facing this week. It's getting colder and colder every day. You know, they're up trying to spawn right now, super shallow, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get in areas like this where they'll funnel towards me. You know, they'll spawn from here all the way back into this channel, but what I'm thinking is the cold weather might pull some of them out, and I'll be able to intercept them in places like this, these little neck down areas. So. Okay.
You know, being on the leads now though, it's no different. I mean, my goal is to try to win. I want to try to win as many tournaments as I can. I'd like to win OI, I want to win the Classic, I want to win it all. And we're going to work our butt off day in and day out to try to do that. I mean, we're here, you know. There's no fishing for just, you know, last year was so much pressure on the situation, but now, you know, like we're here, it's time to, you know, go to work and try to have an opportunity to win. They're gone now. I don't see anything schooling. There's a ton of bait here, but there's fish everywhere, but I don't know if any of it's bass. We found a couple groups of fish. Fish I found yesterday hadn't left. Found one more, maybe 2 more new groups, but it really wasn't super exciting. Didn't get a ton of bites, but I think those couple little groups that I have could be good, but I've got the whole other piece of the puzzle that I need to put together as far as what I'm gonna do after that. Whether or not I'm gonna go fish the springs and hang out in the community hole, or I'm gonna run docks or fish canals or whatever. So that's what I've got to get done right now, and we don't have a lot of time to do it. So I'm like in full go mode, just trying to cover as much water as I can and put hopefully that last piece of the puzzle together for practice so we can expand on that in the tournament. So we're gonna rock and roll, hopefully find a couple big ones on beds that'll maybe, if I'm lucky, be there by Thursday. But we're probably gonna have to do it in the spring where the water temperature stays consistent. I'm really worried about the cold front affecting any fish that are spawning out here on the main river. So let's roll.
Nah, I don't care what it is.
So for me, one of the biggest keys to success, I believe, is efficiency. When I get there, I want normally not just one of everything ready, I want 2 of them. But in case the hook gets dull or, you know, I break one off or something like that, I can just pick up another rod and fire it in there. My goal for every tournament day is not to ever have to retie, just strictly because of efficiency. I want my bait in the water as much as possible. This is a Strike King Rage cutter worm, also a staple in Florida. This is something I'm just going to wind around just like that chatterbait I just rigged up, but it's also something I can flip into those pads and that sort of thing. So it's a pretty versatile bait. Like I said, you can wind it and also flip it. So very simple, but it's probably the best bite getter there's ever been found in Florida.
Everybody this level works their tail off. It's what it takes to be successful at this level. But 3 days of running 90 to nothing from daylight till dark, covering as much water as you can. I mean, this is a huge fishery. We can fish all the way from Jacksonville 100 plus miles down the river is where the southern boundary of this fishery is. So, you know, being able to figure out a section of that river that you can have success in the tournament with changing conditions, the cold front coming, all of those variables. I mean, you have to think about all that stuff in practice and eliminate some water and cover as much as you can. There's just so much stuff going on. Your mind's racing at 1,000, you know, miles an hour, as well as just being physically exhausted. So it's a stressful period, there's no doubt.
You know, I'm really gambling this event. I'm running really far, about 2 hours one way to one spot that I found. There's a ton of fish there, but we got some conditions coming in. I feel pretty good that the conditions might bring even more fish to me, but we'll see. I'm very confident in this one. It's a big area. I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to do my thing there, but with 4 hours of fishing, man, I hope they're still there, but you know, I'll be able to break down that area in that time period and hopefully come in with 5 good ones. The last couple of years, I've really set myself up the best I could to have a shot at doing this. I went to college in Alabama, being from Minnesota, just strictly to learn how to fish in southern waters. And, you know, winning the college bracket tournament in the fall of 23 is what really gave me the opportunity to fish the opens. That's what, you know, financially made me able to do it. They gave me a truck and a boat, and that's what made me go out there and do it. You know, I wouldn't have been ready yet without that tournament. So that's the sole reason why I'm here this year. You know, I went out after that and had a, you know, phenomenal open season, better than I could have ever dreamt of. And you know, now we're here at the Elite Series. You know, I won AOI last year, and just the last couple of years of my life has been unforgettable and a dream come true, really, and I'm so excited to get after it this week.
Dakota, you getting nervous right now for your first time fishing tomorrow?
No, not nervous. I just get in this like deal where sometimes I just get kind of frustrated because like I don't feel like I'm organized enough. Like I don't know. I'm kind of picky about my stuff, but the reality of it is like, man, things don't go as planned out here. Like, and I talk about that all the time, like dealing with adversity. Like I'm really kind of usually picky about my boat and my boat being clean. I like to be organized. And if you look around, it looks like a hurricane just went through my boat, because it's soaking wet and leaves and moss and everything just fell out of the tree. Well, and I'm just using that as an example. Like, man, just things happen. Like, you just got to roll with it. And the same thing with my tackle and stuff. Like, man, this week practice has been all over the place. So, you know, I don't really know what I'm going to do tomorrow and what it's going to take for me to be successful. So this is the time of day, like this is the part of the tournament where my mind really gets rolling, and I'm like trying to be prepared for every single circumstance that I might come into tomorrow. And I don't ever feel like I can be prepared enough, you know. So like that's whenever I get to like kind of spinning, and I'm like, yeah, damn it, I wish I was more organized. I wish I had this a little bit better. I wish I did this a little bit different, you know. But it's like at some point you just got to roll with it and go fishing, and you know, we will. But I just like to be as prepared as I possibly can. Keeping my boat clean and stuff and organized is part of that. But dude, it is what it is. All this stuff's gonna blow out when we run 2 hours down the lake tomorrow, so it doesn't matter. I'm just saying, like, you know, most guys like to keep their boats clean and do all that kind of stuff, and it just helps whenever things are clean and things are organized and you know where everything's at. So that's what we're doing right now. We make a big mess to get everything nice, neat, and organized. So.
I walked under the blood red moon, and I've seen those wolves gather round. And I've spent some time with the devil, but never have I found.
That is not how you want it. So we're gonna take it off. Do it again. There's advantages to Elastec. A lot of people fight it because they're like, oh, I can't get it straight, can't get it straight. Listen, you can get it straight. You just gotta pay attention to what you're doing. And then whenever you do get it on there straight, that joker is on there. And it's good for several fish. I mean, you can catch a bunch of fish on it. See, that's still not where I want it. See how that hook's a little bit off center? I'm just gonna keep working with it and we'll get it right. And once we get it right, sometimes it's not really good for the company, but I'll throw this same bait like all day and catch tons of fish on one bait. And I've been chased by a demon hound. So that, third time's a charm. Look at that bad boy. That sucker's rigged perfect. straight, and it's gonna stay on there just like that for a while.
You know, it's mind-blowing to me how fast it all happened. I guess, you know, just 1 year ago today, I was still competing in college events, which is insane to think about.
Whenever I'm on the water, I'm competing against me and the bass and like the environment, putting the pieces of the puzzle together. That's what drives me.
How fast things just came to fruition, I guess. So that just goes to show us, if you're a college or high school kid, just to work hard and anything's possible, you can do it.
You know, what it's like to be at the professional level, the highs, the lows, and the ups and downs, and everything in between. And that's the reality of this sport, you know, is dealing with adversity is what separates most anglers from being successful and failing. Even whenever you get to the highest level, there's still so much adversity. You know, we've got a big cold front blowing through this week. It's going to make things very challenging. And so dealing with those things, and that's what separates success and failure. And it'll be really fun to get to share that with you guys.
When Mercer announces my name, I take off. There's going to be quite a few emotions running through my head, but as soon as I make that first cast, I'm hoping all that will go away and it'll be just like any other day of bass fishing, just do my thing and do my job.
This is ridiculous that we are layering up this much in Florida, but I don't know why I'm surprised, because it's always like that. But it'll be 85 here next week. The fishing and the weather is always better the next week. That's what they always say. Or the week before, one of the two. I'm pretty sure there's been a critter in my boat. Some muddy little paw tracks. Hopefully that sucker ain't still in there, remember?
It's every day that we go on now, it's getting progressively colder and colder, so there's no telling what it's gonna do to fish. Just keep an open mind and roll with punches, I guess. So, not really sure what to expect. Normally I can sleep like a baby for tournaments, but not this one. So it's day one, Bassmaster Elite Series event here at Palatka, Florida. It's really happening. I just woke up to fish a Bassmaster Elite Series event, which is, it's a dream come true for me, and you know, I can't believe it. Can't wait to idle out and have Dave Mercer mention my name as I roll out this morning. It's going to be a lot of emotions today. You know, this has been my dream since my childhood, and you know, finally made it here. So there's so many feelings going through my head right now, but I can't wait.
I'm so thankful for this journey, like here, and for like all the failures and everything along the way. Like that's what got me here. Like, I don't know, it's just hard to even put into words.
We're about to round the bend, and the main dock will be right around the corner here, and I'm sure all my idols will be already at the dock, and it's gonna be pretty crazy being the new guy idling in there, and just, you know, I did it, I made it, man. It's pretty insane.
He is the 2024 EQ Angler of the Year, a two-time Open winner, a two-time Classic qualifier, Elite Series rookie, Easton Fothergill.
Man, there's a big school of fish here. I mean, this is a shell bar, and there's got spawn right here at the mouth of this big flat lake with a bunch of lily pads and a bunch of spawning and stuff. I mean, there's a big population of bass that I'm sure live here. And this is a shell bar right here in the current. And it's pretty much the staging and pre-spawn and post-spawn area for these fish to set up on. And feed up before and after the spawn. Oh, he dropped it. No, he didn't. God dang it.
I don't know if she'll go.
Your first fish, you gotta measure it.
Tiny.
Where's it, 12?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah?
First fish of the lead series is a giant. Still not big, but she'll keep.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's one right there. There's so many of them down there like that. Had to pull out a little old school trick on that one. Daryl Gleason taught me that. He's a former Elite Series pro. He'll be back here. He's fishing the opens again right now. He's gonna get back to the elites one day, I know it. He's one of the funniest guys I know. But he taught me that little trick there with that bait. I ain't gonna really disclose too much about it, but he did show me that one time in a tournament at Rayburn. Thank you, Daryl. Caught me a little ocean pony, as he would say. Look, sneaky trick. That was 3.5 pounders, huh? A good one. Well, I'm hoping they'll set back up and start feeding again, but I ain't even seeing them right now. That's not a good sign. As cold as it is, I mean, I'm sure it's tough fishing everywhere, and I'm sitting here on, you know, some really good quality fish and a bunch of them. I mean, I just got to get a couple of them to bite. I mean, I need 3 more bites to at least get my limit. But we can't stay here all day. You know, I'm gonna have to make some adjustments if they don't start biting pretty soon.
Things are pretty slow for me. You know I'm around them. I'm having a bunch of them follow it, and they're just nipping the very back of it. So I'm about to put a 4-inch Senko on instead of a 5-inch and try that, but I'm trying to make the call right now if I pull out and hit some stuff on the way back, or if I kind of stick it out here. That's the decision I'm trying to make right now. I have lots of stuff to hit on the way back. I choose to do that, but and I gotta make that decision really quick, so that's what's going through my head right now, but there's big swimming all over, so.
Oh man. Shit. Oh my gosh. I gotta get one. I got birds fighting them. Oh, get in my boat. There we go. Good one. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I got another one. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh man. Dude, that was a 5-pounder. Yeah, it's just been a tough day. I just haven't been able to get them going. And I've got a small limit, but I'm thankful to have that. But definitely gonna have to try to hopefully make a good stop on the way back and call up, because I don't have nowhere near what I need, for sure. But it can happen fast. Just gotta end up in the right place at the right time. But I'm gonna stay here a little bit longer, and then I gotta start working my way back. So we're just gonna fish our way all the way back to takeoff.
Beautiful weather for weigh-in. You guys ready to get this thing started? This is the very first day of school. The Elite Series is finally back in your life. Always an exciting time for all of us at Bass. All the anglers, 104 anglers in the field. They're gonna battle it out the entire
Alone in the water, that weary green glow.
Series rookie, but he's no fishing rookie, all the way from Texas. Let me hear it for Dakota Ebare. He's there 9 pounds, 11 ounces. Puts him in 5th place currently, and day 1 down. How was it?
Man, it was kind of a butt kicking out there, but adversity builds character, right? So we're gonna go fish some more, have a good time with it, hopefully catch some big ones.
I like your thought. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Next to him and
Man, today was pretty tough, honestly. I had 9 pounds, 11 ounces. Definitely gonna have to make a comeback tomorrow, but that's okay because we're in Florida, and that's definitely possible. That's the cool thing about being down here. You're only a couple big bites away from changing the whole outcome of the tournament. So I'm not really sure how we're gonna do it, not sure what we're gonna do, but we're gonna make some adjustments tomorrow and hopefully catch some better fish.
Elite Series rookies, get loud for a 2-time Classic qualifier, 2-time Open winner from Grand Rapids, Minnesota, Easton Fothergill. 5 pounds, 14 ounces, and a rare, tough day for Easton Fothergill. But hey, day 1's done, and get over the rookie jitters and get it done tomorrow.
Yeah, this is shaping up to be a great tournament to have a good comeback. So that's how we're going to take it, and yeah, we're going to go regroup and make a new game plan for tomorrow.
I expect big things for you in the future, so go get them tomorrow. Great to have you here. Next up, a 2-time Elite Series champion.
Pretty tough day for me. I made a couple wrong decisions. Spent too much time in a couple different areas, but I was around them today. I just could not figure out how to get them to bite. So there's going to be a decision tonight whether I go back down there tomorrow and try to figure them out, or if I stay up here local and take advantage of more fishing time. So that's gonna be something for me to think about tonight while I'm rigging, but we'll come up with a plan before tomorrow comes, and we'll make something happen.
and I placed you inside. With each breath that you took,
Man, it is cold this morning. That ain't a good thing here in Florida, but man, everybody's got to deal with it, and I've got to make a comeback today. So hopefully I can use the adversity to my advantage, and it's going to be tough on everybody with this cold weather, but I'm going to try to keep a positive mind and get a couple big bites today. I'm just going to go fishing, man. Really am. I might go run some new water, do some new things, but I sat down in the room last night at the house and was just kind of just chilling, just reflecting on the day and everything. And it was kind of funny because I said, man, I found myself with a rookie jitters today. Like, man, everything was a blur today. I just ran through the day, and I just kind of I don't know, I got so daggum excited and just all the emotions and everything. And I don't feel like I made bad decisions or nothing, but I just feel like it was a day of the rookie jitters. So we got that out of the way. It's time to go to work. Oh, you're good.
I haven't eaten breakfast yet. We're still getting there. Bro, we're feeling good. It's a little chilly out this morning, but yesterday we made a big run, kind of took a gamble, and it did not work out. So today we're kind of rethinking our plans. We're fish a bunch of new water today, stay more local, take advantage of more fishing time. We're gonna start offshore a little bit on some shell beds, hopefully get a limit decently quick, and then we're gonna go hit the bank and hopefully find a couple big ones up shallow. So that's kind of my game plan, and yeah, a lot of new water today. I'm gonna be wide open today. I'm gonna be anywhere from 15 feet all the way to 0 feet. I'm gonna be all over the place today. It's kind of more my style than it was yesterday. Yesterday I kind of ran all the way down for one place really, and it didn't work out. So today I'm gonna be a lot more free and a lot more my style running around. So hopefully we can put something together.
I was able to catch a 5-pounder and a 2.5, so we're off to a good start. Yeah, the sunlight definitely ain't hurting, especially with as cold as it is, but right now the main factors is the wind. You got a north wind blowing the incoming tide. It's making a lot of current. I mean, my bait's just rolling down this shell bar. That's got them feeding a little bit, I guess.
Turn.
It'd be so much cooler if they just chomp on this Carolina rig and make it all nice, easy, and fun. Just, old school fishing. When I say old school fishing, I mean just easy. Why can't fishing just be easier once in a while? Just a couple bass bite, Shouldn't have to throw a 16th ounce freaking super finesse minnow to catch a bass.
The game plan for the rest of the day is just keep covering water. I actually found a big one on a bed earlier today in a canal. I'm thinking about going back to him, trying to get him to bite, but other than that, I'm gonna go run some more canals. I just can't find a concentration of them main river right now, but that's the game plan right now. We got 3 hours left fishing, so hopefully we can put something together. And yeah, regardless, you can catch us at the weigh-in at 4 o'clock tonight. So stay tuned.
That one will work. Number 5. Get lucky. The water temperature's only dropping to the mid-60s, so I still think there could be some on bed. So we're gonna fish shallow for a while and then maybe start rotating back through some shell bars. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully get one more big bite. Let's roll.
Yeah, so I'm kind of picking around with perspective mode. They actually get shallow enough right in front of me to actually see them with your eyes. So that's how I found them in practice, was just looking at them. But that was also at low tide, so the tide's going out right now. So, but it's a mix of fishing with my eyes and perspective. So, and there's also cruisers all over in here. Not all over, but there's some. So it's just a really fishy area. So hopefully as the day goes on, they bite better and better for me.
Man, this is one of them weeks where I finished 60th and I ain't even that mad about it because I had a tough week. I never felt like I got any traction all week long and I feel like I did the best I could. I lost a couple key fish that definitely would have put me in the cut. So I was making the right decisions to be around the right fish, but that was all I had. I didn't have a backup plan, B, C, D, E, F. I never felt confident doing anything else other than fishing those shell bars. Yesterday, I don't lose that big one at the boat, and I've got 14 pounds yesterday, and I end up having a great event, So I was really, really close. Ended up a little bit kind of far away, but man, it's just fishing. Sometimes it goes your way, and sometimes it doesn't. And we're gonna at least take the momentum we gained today and head into Okeechobee, and I'm really looking forward to that one. Hopefully we got some warmer weather, a little better fishing, and I want to catch some big ones down there.
From Texas, get live for Dakota Ebare.
It was, man. I never felt like I got traction all week. You should be fishing feeling like you're gonna get bit, and
I never really felt like that, you know, so I scratched and clawed and fought for everything that I had this week, and just thankful to be here, man. What an awesome experience.
Awesome to have you here. Can't wait to watch it go down in the future.
I've learned where the fish aren't, I guess. You know, over live the next 2 days, watching Bass Live, I'm definitely going to learn a bunch about what I missed this week. I ran around all over the place today, thinking I would run into them eventually if I tried enough things, but that just never happened. So it's always the ones that you struggle in where you learn the most. So I hope we come back again soon because I want redemption on this place really bad. So, but yeah, we're going to put it behind us and off to Okeechobee here next week. So we got to forget about it quick and have a short-term memory. My first Elite Series event was unbelievable. You know, even though I didn't do so well, it was just so much fun to be around all the guys I've looked up to, and you know, I really look forward to the rest of the season for sure. You know, this is my dream, and I couldn't be happier, even though I did, you know, not where I want to be this tournament, but like I said, couldn't be happier.
Two-time Bassmaster Open winner from Grand Rapids, Minnesota, Easton Fothergill. 5 pounds, 14 ounces. Yesterday, 3 fish here today. 4 pounds, 14 ounces, gives him 10-12. Unfortunately, a tough start to his Elite Series career, but trust me, this guy's got a bright future. I don't imagine this is the way you saw your first Elite Series event going, but no way to get over a bad one than have a great one next week at Okeechobee.
That's right. We'll have to forget about this one quick, but this is probably the most confused I've ever been. I just planned to fish all new water today and thought if I ran enough water, I would run into them, but it just never happened. But this year's going to be a super fun year. The Rather Outdoors Striking a Lose is following myself and Dakota Ebare for the Kings of Bass YouTube series, so be sure to watch out for that this year, and it's going to be a great season. It's only up from here.
Looking forward to watching it all year long.
Typically 60th place in a tournament, I'm about ready to tear some stuff up, truthfully. Sometimes 60th is a win. And I mean, that this is coming from somebody that cannot stand to lose and is highly competitive. For somebody watching this that's trying to make it fishing and trying to get better fishing, sometimes when you have those bad tournaments, even though you don't finish like you want to, it can be a building block for success. And that's what I mean by 60th is a win. I made some adjustments today. I had a better day today. I made a comeback, almost made the cut. We ended on a good note. We've got some momentum rolling to the next tournament. That's a win. That's all you can do. You leave it all out there, fish your heart out, you do everything you can to be successful. If you keep doing that, good things happen.
Oh no!
I cannot wait to get to Okeechobee.